guys, welcome back to the channel and today's video. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Pooja and this is my channel, Ready Set Pooja. If you're new here, thanks so much for tuning in, and if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. So today's video, as you'll know from the title, is a book haul. However, this one is a little weird because if you'll remember a couple videos ago, which is probably now a couple weeks ago for me, I said this. I actually do have a bunch of books that are on order from some of my local bookstores, but they're taking a really long time to come. And subsequently, I forgot that I even made that order. It's honestly taken like a month and a half to get here, so it kind of just slipped my mind. And as you get to know me better, you'll realize that I'm not the world's most organized person. In fact, I'm probably a contender for one of the world's most disorganized people. So it totally makes sense that I placed an order for like a lot of money in books and then forgot about it. So that's not good. I shouldn't do that. I need to write these things down and remember them. But I also wasn't like getting emails from the bookstore that I had ordered from. So generally I rely on that to just, refresh my mind about like orders that are taking a really long time or are delayed for some reason. But anyway, the box is finally here and I'm very excited to open it. So I thought it'd be fun to just do an unboxing, and this is going to be kind of like a surprise unboxing for me too, because I don't know what's in here. From what I think there's like 3 or 4 books, so this should be interesting. But we're just gonna open this and I'm gonna share it with you guys, and hopefully like when I look at the books I'll remember why I ordered them. My bigger fear is actually that I might have already read one of these books on like Libby or something, because I just forgot that I'd ordered a physical copy of it. Hopefully that did not happen. And yeah, so let's just dive right in. Okay, just gonna cut this open. I'm so bad at opening boxes. Okay. Uh-oh. That's not great. Okay. Cool. So, got the box here. It's got some tissue paper in it. So, let's go ahead and open this up. I love doing this. This is like Christmas morning, honestly. I mean, I guess it is. Okay. Cool. Haha, this is so exciting. There's bubble wrap. Oh my god, so much bubble wrap. I love doing this. It'll never get old. Okay, sorry. I'm 23 years old. I need to stop that. Okay, so... Oh, this is like a little pamphlet. Okay, I've turned them upside down. That's fine. Okay, let's see. First one we've got here. An anthology of Somali poetry. Oh, okay. Got it. So this is from my Around the World series, and I had actually looked up this book because I was looking for something from Somalia to read, and I was also just kind of interested in something that was more, from like, I guess, older Somali culture, because I recently read a couple books from Uganda and Kenya, and both of those have some topics of like older culture, but they're not like, they mostly take place in the modern day, and I'll be talking about this in a future video, so don't worry, I'll share which books they were. But I was kind of interested in that like Eastern African culture piece, and I thought that this book sounded really interesting. The one thing that I am kind of worried about with this book is it is obviously a translated work of poetry. It's a collection of Somali poems. And what I am worried about is a lot of times with any kind of translated works, the language doesn't really work that well when you're changing it to English or whatever other language is getting translated into. And I'm especially concerned with poetry because like how the language is structured is so important to the value of a poem. And if you have a translator who doesn't, understand the, message behind the poem and what it's trying to convey, and all that can really easily get lost in translation. So I am kind of worried that like, I don't know anything about the translators. Their names are B.W. and Andrzejewski and Sheila Andrzejewski. I'm really sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, but here they are. So I don't know anything about them. I don't know if they're good translators or not, but I'm hopeful about this book, but I really hope that the translation is done well, because I really think that that can be a danger when it comes to especially books of poetry. Cool, so that's that one. All right, let's see what's next. Ooh, oh, okay. I'm excited about this one. So it is Master and Margarita by Mikhail Bulgakov. Look at this book, it's so pretty. Wow. Oh, and it's got the little frayed edges. Ugh, I love this. Oh, and the cover's like, wow. Okay. This is a very pretty book. It's like, this is the cover, and then you've got the back as well. This is so nice. I'm excited for this one. Yeah, so let me tell you what I remember from this. So I actually have, been reading Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky as my book from Russia, but for some reason I just couldn't see myself like getting into it, and it just, I don't know, it was kind of dragging on. So I decided to just put that aside for now and then look for another book from Russia that would be good for my Around the World series, and I came across this one. I've heard it's a really, really well done classic. It's kind of a satire that takes place during Stalin's regime in Russia, which sounded really interesting, and there's aspects of like dark comedy as well as religious themes, which I think will be really interesting, especially because Soviet Russian society is obviously very atheist and socialist, and so kind of taking these religious themes from Christian philosophy and applying them to this society in particular was probably really interesting. This book has been censored a ton in Russia, and obviously pieces of it have been taken out and removed and put back in throughout history. So I'm very excited for this one. It's a very controversial book, but I've heard that it's really, really good. So I think this will be a fascinating book to read, and I'm very excited for it. Okay, looks like we have two more. Oh, this is big. Oh, wow. Again, another pretty book. So this one is Beauty is a Wound by Eka Kurniawan. I believe this one is from Indonesia, and I don't actually know a ton about it, but it's supposed to be a really well-written novel and one of like the best English language novels that has come out of Indonesia. I've also heard that it's a very difficult read, and there's a lot of themes of like violence, domestic violence, very difficult issues to write about and also to read about. And it's a bit of like family tragedy taking place in this larger context of what's happening in the country around them. And I've heard it's a really beautiful story that, uplifts women in a lot of ways, but is of course very difficult to read and talks about issues that aren't always easy to think about and to spend time thinking about. But I am very excited for it. And again, like I said, this is another beautiful cover. I love this like kind of faded pastel painting vibe. It's very nice. This is a long one though. I got a couple of long ones. Let's see, how long is this one? Okay, this is 468 pages, and then Master and Margarita is, okay, there's a lot of notes in the back. But yeah, 384. That's cool though, because I'm actually going to be doing a reading vlog next weekend. My family is kind of taking a little bit of a trip to the mountains to sort of escape a little, because we haven't really gone anywhere this summer. So I think it'll be nice to have a couple of like bigger books to read for that. Okay, and now we have our last book, which also has a receipt stuck in it. Oh, cool. Okay, yes, I remember this one now. So this is Posa Wells by Gabriela Aleman, who is an Ecuadorian author. Again, I think this is her first English language novel, and I'm glad that this one's written like directly. Oh no, it's from Spanish but translated. Okay, well, I heard that it did come out in English as well. I don't know why I heard that if it's translated. Anyway, hopefully the translator is good. Again, like I said, a translator is really important to reading a good novel from a different language. But this is described as a noir, eco-feminist political thriller, which just sounds really, really interesting. And it's supposed to kind of be this satire that talks about Ecuadorian politics and the government, but there's also this like underlying thriller and mystery aspect of it that's just supposed to be really fun and engaging, and the plot is supposed to be really exciting. This is a pretty short book. We've got, let's see, Oh yeah, it's not even, it's like 150 pages, so that's pretty short. Gabriela Alemán is supposed to be one of Ecuador's, really great contemporary authors, so I'm very excited, especially, to read a book by a woman who's so inspiring and is doing so much great writing. I'd never actually heard of her before until I was looking for a book from Ecuador, and I saw kind of resoundingly in a lot of places that she was a great author to consider. There's a lot of Ecuadorian classic authors. They're all like male. And while that's, has its own place and is important for its own reasons, I was really excited to find a contemporary female author to read from for this country. So I think it'll be really interesting, and I'm looking forward to this one. I think some of the themes are going to be pretty similar to Master and Margarita when it comes to the satirical elements and, the political commentary and all of that. And I love a good book that does some good political commentary, so we're gonna roll with it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. But I mean, I guess this is kind of a short video, but this is my haul. Got 4 lovely new books. Thumbnail? I don't know. We'll see. I might have to do that later. But anyway, I'm really excited about all of these books, and like I said, I have, a couple weekends coming up where I'm going to be like, spending a lot of time reading, hopefully, while I'm, just spending some time away from home and away from like all the things you have to do and like errands you have to do at home. So I'm very excited to have a few physical books to read. I've also been reading a lot of books on my Kindle lately from Libby, and I'm kind of tired of reading ebooks all the time, so I'm excited to have a few like physical books that I can read and just enjoy like I would a normal book, and add some stuff to my bookshelf. So I think these are all going to be very exciting. Of course, I will be reading them all as part of my Around the World challenge. Like I mentioned, Somalia, Russia, Indonesia, Ecuador. So that should give me a bunch of content for that, and I will definitely be talking about them in my next few Around the World update videos. So looking forward to all of these, and this was really fun, and this is like kind of surprising. Like, I guess I did spend the money on these books, but it was still like a nice surprise when they came, because I forgot about this and I'm stupid. So anyway, hopefully it would be great if I could, be a little more organized in my life and like just keep track of what I'm spending my money on, especially when it comes to books, so I'm not overdoing it. And yeah, that was today's video. I hope you enjoyed the book haul, and I hope you're excited to hear about what I think about these books. I haven't seen a ton of reviews on BookTube of these books in particular, so hopefully this will be interesting when it does come out. But as always, thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot that you're here. And if you like this video, please drop a like, or if you have something to say, please leave a comment. I love responding to those. And of course, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe so you can see the rest of my videos as they come out. I've got a lot of really interesting plans coming up for the next couple of months, so I'm really excited to share all of those with you. So yeah, have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.